Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1396 and this is part A. And for this part, we are going to be seeing these three Sims searching for love and trying to find the person that they are wanting to spend their lives with so that they can get themselves married. On top of that, we do have some birthdays that we need to go over, so we are going to go ahead and head over to our timeline so that we can take a look at some birthday rolls, and we're going to find out if our Sims are going to be able to age up into their next life stages. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head over to our timeline and see who has birthdays. So it looks like for this first part, we have Blanca Like, who is aging up to a young adult. Florence Arundel is aging up to a teen. Dayloff Idrisi is aging up to a child. Werner von Schwan is aging up to a child. And Ulveva Arundel is aging up to a toddler. So first we are going to be rolling for Blanca Like. She is going to be rolling for her young adult roll. For that, she can't roll a 6 or a 14. So we are going to be pulling up our dice and we are going to be rolling for Blanca Like and seeing if she is going to be able to make that roll successfully. As usual, I will show you their new looks at the end of the video and what they now look like if they are able to make it to their respective next life stage. But we are going to go ahead and roll the dice and see if Blanca Like can make it to her young adult roll. So Blanca can't roll a 6 or a 14. Let's go ahead and roll for Blanca. She rolls a 17, which is a successful roll. She is going to get another 36 days on the timeline, which is fantastic. So I will update that for Blanca. Then we have Florence Arundel, who is aging up to a teenager. For that, she can't roll a 7. As usual, we know that we also will roll a D20 to find out if she is going to marry, and a D12 to find out how many children she's going to have if she marries. So let's go ahead and roll for Florence Arundel. She is going to age up, she is going to marry, and she's going to have 7 children. So let's go ahead and update that on the timeline, that Florence Arundel is going to have 7 children. And she will get another 36 days on the timeline as well. And then we have Dayloff Idrisi and Werner von Schwan, who are aging up to children, and they can't roll a 3 or a 9. So let's go ahead and roll for them. Both of them have a successful roll and will be aging up and getting another 28 days on the timeline. And then we have Ulveva Arundel, who is in our main household, who is aging up to a toddler and can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or 16. And she is aging up to a toddler successfully and will get another 12 days on the timeline. And then we have Federico von Schwan in this part, aging up to a child, and Federico can't roll a 3 or a 9 and successfully ages up to a child as well. So let's go ahead and I will go ahead and do those makeovers and then we will jump into the game. Okay, so we are back in the game. We are just going to go ahead and age up Ulveva here. It is time for her to age up. We're just going to get some candles help from Dad, and hopefully he will be able to get her to blow out her candles. So let's go ahead and get him to go on up and grab her, and then he can bring her on down and hopefully she can blow out her candles and will age Ulveva up, because as we know, she is aging up into a toddler. So let's go ahead and take her down and let her blow out her candles. She is the last one that needs to age up, but I did want to do this with you since she is part of our main household, and then we'll do her makeover together. And then we are going to head over and see Esma Petechia because she does need to start looking for love. So happy birthday, Ulveva. Oh. Alright, so we are going to, Ulveva has aged up. We're just going to randomize her traits. She got difficult temperament and carefree. And we are just going to be hopping into cast with her. And we are going to obviously... what is in this? Let's get him to throw that away. We are going to get him to put more candles on the cake, and we'll just throw that in the inventory. And then we will go ahead and we will hop into cast with... Can he not throw that away? What is it? Here, let's put it there. Can you throw it away now? There you go. Perfect. Oh, okay. Well, let me throw that away for you. Let's just hop into cast with Ulveva and give her her makeover. Alright, so there is our little Ulveva Arundel. She is super precious. And let's go ahead and jump back into the game. We are going to go and head over and see Esma Petechia now. Okay, so we have arrived here in the home of the Petechias. This is Esma here. She is needing to find love because she is scheduled to get married this year. And she is currently feeling pretty flirty. It says, "How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height. Thy soul can reach when feeling out of sight. For the end of being an ideal grace, I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need by sun and candlelight." Because she has found love with Finn Arundel. So she is in a bit of a relationship with Finn Arundel. They have a little bit of romantic exploration. Their romantic feelings she has with him is fine, and she needs to little bit, improve that. They are courting. They are lovebirds. It says they have a connection of curious hearts. This is shaping up to be a beautiful romance. And their first impressions about each other is they both find each other interesting, which is wonderful. It is January of 1396 currently, and we are just going to continue to build on this relationship with Finn. Now, Finn is also scheduled to marry this year, and they had kind of run into each other and decided that they liked one another, and decided that instead of looking for, other people, that maybe they could just hook up and marry each other. And instead of, going and looking at some of the other eligible bachelor and bachelorettes, that, maybe they could just themselves go ahead and hook up. They, are both eligible to marry, and she was like, why can't we just go ahead and marry one another? And they seemed to really hit it off, and they had stargazed a bit, and just, it just seems to be working out. This is Finn here. He's actually already over, so we're actually going to go ahead and just have her come on out and just do a little bit of flirting with him after she makes this gruel here, and maybe she can just continue to build on this romance with him. I want her to go ahead and just try to get their romance up a little bit more, and hopefully they can go ahead and continue to get more and more romance until they get to a place where she can propose to him. And then obviously them being able to be engaged will get them both to a place where they have found their secured match, and that'll be perfect because it'll kill two birds with one stone, and we'll have two people that need to marry going ahead and getting themselves to a place where we know who's going to be marrying for this year. They have had their first kiss, which is wonderful. As we know, if they go ahead and they do kiss, that is pretty much secure that they are going to have to marry. They want to have a steamy relationship. Yeah, we'll let that happen. Since they've had their first kiss, they are guaranteed to have to marry. We are going to have to get them married. I'm just going to have her reveal her crush to him. She's already done that once, but I'm going to have her do it again. And we're going to just do a little bit more flirting. She's going to offer him a rose and see if we can just get them to get their romance up a little bit more.
Yalanim. Wifta to Ripinar. Mifwa. Pipawa.
Dabishi Slekam. Ken Kuya.
Finn has asked for her hand in marriage. Let's go ahead and accept that. So they have just gotten engaged.
Flupikarunga. Saffel.
Sangula. Oh.
Rabota. Kena. Kena.
So these two are going to be wed. We absolutely love that for them. And she has found the person that she is going to marry, which we absolutely love. I'm just going to have her queue up to go on in there and eat a little bit of that gruel that she made because she is feeling pretty hungry. And then maybe she can have a little bit of a conversation with him. And they can build up on their friendship, which their friendship is actually quite high. And then we will have to go and see Bryce Arundel, which is Finn's twin brother. He also needs to marry, and so we'll have to find him someone that he can get into a relationship with, since her and Finn have already found their matches and who they're going to be marrying this year. We will just go ahead and find Bryce someone, and then when it's time for them to get married, we'll go ahead and we will see the wedding take place.
Kiss no I wanna fesh. Gownim Shersha. Gribbik Sabao.
She's also feeling really tired right now, so after she eats something, maybe she can go and have herself a little bit of a nap. She's asking him if he wants to dance a little bit, so I guess they're going to do a little bit of dancing, which we love. Obviously, dancing gets up her etiquette skill, but it also builds on their friendship quite a bit, so we love that for them because it's going to make their friendship bar go all the way up here, and we absolutely love that for them. So they're going to have a wonderful, solid foundation for this marriage that they're going to have. Okay, why don't you stop dancing? I really do want you to get in there and get something to eat because you're quite hungry there, Esma. Go in there and grab yourself a bit of that gruel. All right, so she's going to grab herself a bite to eat here, and that way she's not starving to death. And we will then let her get herself a little bit of rest because she is feeling quite tired. Oh, he's going to help himself to a little bit of the gruel she made as well. So he's like, thanks so much for cooking this for me. So we love that. Oh, and even her mom's going to come in and have a little bit of the gruel. So they're all just going to have a little bit of a meal together here. I think that she would go ahead and let her mom know that she has gotten engaged. So she is going to enthuse about her upcoming wedding. Oh no, I think he might be a little bit of a glutton. We love that for him. She's going to have to make sure she keeps him well fed after they're married.
Larb.
Now, Esma does have to have several children. I do believe she has to have 4 children. So her and Finn, and Finn has to have 10 children. So we will roll again to see how many children between the two of them they will have to have. Since she has to have 4 and he has to have 10, we'll just do another roll to find out how many children they're going to have between the both of them. And we'll go from there.
Shazzle?
So let's actually go ahead and open up our dice, and we will roll a d12 and see how many children they're going to have. 6. Okay, it split it right down the middle, so we love that for them.
Bibdo. Oh, Adisa. Arla? Sarpava Yonis.
All right, I really do want you to go and get yourself a little bit of rest, Esma, and that way you can be well rested. We are going to head over and we're going to see Bryce Arundel now, and that way we can find him someone that he can get into a relationship with so that we'll know who he's going to marry. So let's go ahead and head over and see Bryce. Okay, so we have arrived here with Bryce. We are at the bachelorette's residence. We are going to see if we can go ahead and meet this last lady that lives in this house. Everyone else that lived in this house has been married off, but we're going to go ahead and hopefully be able to meet someone that lives in this home, if I can figure out which door is the proper one. It would seem that, we have some issues with this. Who's he trying to talk to? Scream incoherently. Who are you? Christy Ziegler. Don't scare her. Well, she's trying to calm him down. We love that. I want you to go over to the house that I told you to go to. All right, let's go get him to knock on the door here. And he's like, I've got to go. I'm so sorry. Okay, Bryce, go over there and knock on the door, and we will meet the ladies. Well, the lady. Oh, it's downstairs is the door. No wonder I couldn't find it. Why is their front door downstairs? That is different. All right, so she's not down here. Let's go ahead and do a funny introduction. I mean, just ignore the fact that she's on a computer because that's definitely not time period appropriate, but I have clearly not gone through this house. But we are going to come up here and we're going to introduce ourselves to this sim. She is a teen as well, so hopefully they will be able to have a nice first impression. He's very tense from meeting that other sim because she was a bad sim, and so it made him really tense. So now, of course, he's tense, he's scared. So hopefully she'll be able to kind of get him out of that crazy mood that he's in. But he's going to go ahead and give her a friendly or a funny introduction. Hopefully he can... Oh no, they don't get on. They have a negative relationship. Feels that she is emotionally expressive, but she finds that he is interesting. All right, but they don't get along. They have a negative friendship right now. He's gonna give her some flowers and try to save face here. And hopefully he can get up their friendship because obviously he's trying to find someone that he can get into a bit of a relationship with. Go ahead and discuss some interest with her, and maybe we can do a little bit of talking about some hobbies and some small talk with her, and they can build on a little bit of a friendship because right now their relationship is in the red.
Yes, Ms. Ribalfa? Ravuda.
Floima.
Brenda?
Noi.
Shumba Smurg! Wapanafanaya?
Kanathoi.
Oh, yeah, Proshet.
She tells him that she hasn't found her soulmate yet.
Save him.
And he's going to ask her if she wants to go and cloud gaze, and we're going to see if that's going to help get their friendship up.
Sabu.
But he does find that she is irresistible and he has a crush on her, even though they're kind of not doing so well. He thinks that he has a bit of a crush on her, so, I mean, nothing like trying to make things difficult on me. Okay, he asked her to cloud gaze, and I think she said no.
Durishi Frolas. Tanif Barsa Zambafel.
Wisup.
Huh?
He's like, are you sure you don't want to go and cloud gaze? She's like, no, I really don't. He's like, oh, well, I was really kind of hoping that we could go out and we could look at the clouds together.
Hey, Tuga, Fambo.
Did you hear who the new pope was? Maybe they can do a little bit of dancing.
Ruscan Lagora.
He's like, would you like to dance maybe? And she's like, I would love to do some dancing with you. And he's like, okay, well, let's do some dancing. So she doesn't want to go out and cloud gaze, but she's up for some dancing with him. So they're going to do a little bit of dancing. They do seem to have built a little bit of romance here somehow. And so we love that for him. He's going to go ahead once they're done dancing and he's going to compliment her appearance. And I'm going to have him maybe do a little bit of flirting with her and see if they can get a little bit more romance up. They are dancing, which will build his etiquette, but it's also obviously going to build up on their friendship, which is a good thing. So he is trying with all of his might to get her and him to build up on their friendship because, as we know, he has a bit of a crush on her, and so he's thinking, who better to try to spend my life with than someone I have a crush on? So he is definitely trying to woo her and make her see that he has things that he can offer her for a future. And he's hoping that she will see that he's someone that's worthy to spend her life with. So he does want her to see him as someone that is worthy to do such a thing and see him as someone that's eligible. And so he is going to potentially ask her if she is looking to marry and just tell her, you know, I'm looking for a bride and maybe you could be the one. And he's going to confess that he is daydreaming about his crush and that she just so happens to be his crush. He's going to tell her, you're my favorite. He likes romance enthusiasts. Okay, you can like romance enthusiasts.
Shine away.
Oh, Zarps.
Arabef Shanoi.
He's acquired the romance skill. We
Bash.
love that.
Pinkoya Slam Flangy.
Piguna.
Moosty.
Oh, Pimpini.
Ja?
Enzanu. Craney. Naya Floof. Bisaka Yalanim. Nixaloo.
So he's just going to reveal his crush to her.
Whitney. Ooh.
Amura.
Agonal. Zofarb. Rar.
Snurs with pump.
She says, rawr.
Oh.
Okay, let's go ahead and we can... Oh, they already can do a first kiss as well. I don't know that I'm ready to quite do that because their romance really isn't really up quite high as I think maybe it should be for that. So I'm just going to continue to build on their romance here. I want them to try to maybe build up a little bit more on that. Let's go ahead and compliment her.
Woony Cross Bronca.
Bronchi? DZ Bobna.
Nark Camus.
And he's going to ask her if maybe they can, like, if she'll court with him. He's like, do you care if I court you?
Wessa Boo Moochie Peachy. Mevo.
And she has entered into a courtship with him.
Blasho Pifa. Exu.
Fumo. Twango Bish. Barobe. Jabe. Yaba. Zanks Apanai. Ah.
He's feeling really playful after spending this time with her, which I love. I'm going to go ahead and get him to give her some flowers. And then they are going to go ahead and have their first kiss.
Ukinoi Sebrim Hishpa.
Because he is thinking to himself, she is definitely the person that I want to be with. And he's going to go ahead and ask her if she wants to have another dance. Oh my gosh, he wants to try for a baby with her. Ask if she can be his romantic partner. So they are enjoying this dance. Their friendship is going up significantly well, which we absolutely love. He is going to ask her if she will be his romantic partner. I'm hoping that she'll say yes. She did already enter into a courtship with him, so I do think that she probably will say yes, but he is just going to ask her. And she said yes to that, so that's wonderful. So I do think that these two will end up going ahead and being engaged soon, which will be fantastic. And she's just going to serenade him, which we absolutely love. He's starting to feel pretty hungry, so we probably will need to get him home so he can get himself a bite to eat. Because it doesn't look like she has anything kind of laying around that he can eat or anything like that. And I don't want him going into the kitchen trying to cook anything because, let's face it, that will only get her upset. Look at him grab her up and just kiss her like that. Oh my goodness. Well, she doesn't seem to mind. And they are in a relationship, so I guess it's okay. Maybe he can go ahead and ask her if she will... Yeah, go ahead and propose to her, and let's see if we can seal the deal here. She's like, of course I'll marry you, Bryce. Of course I will. Alright, so these two are engaged to be married. We absolutely love that. We are going to see these two get married in the future soon, and they are going to have a wholesome relationship, which is super great. I love that for them. But we're going to go ahead and send Bryce on home. We're going to let him go home and grab himself a bite to eat. He is feeling pretty hungry. And once he gets home and gets something in his belly, we will, in part B, be seeing Esma and Finn get married. Bryce is going to be getting married to Francesca. That is her name, isn't it? Francesca, yes. And then so we'll be having ourselves 2 weddings, which is going to be fantastic. And Bryce has to have himself 5 children. So we will be seeing more children coming along the way. Okay, now that we're back at his house, I'm just going to send him on in. We're going to let him go grab a bite to eat. He's feeling quite hungry. So Bryce is just going to go and grab himself a little bit to eat here. Seriously, Florence, why are you wearing that? Bryce is going to grab himself a bite to eat here, which is fantastic. Maybe we can get Deanna to come over and make a little bit of dinner. She can just make some baked ham with cranberries. That sounds fantastic. She's like, no, it doesn't. Why not? Make some baked chicken with potatoes? Okay, seriously. He's out of the fridge now, so you can make it. Make this. There you go. Alright, so she's going to make some dinner for the family. And these guys are going to just eat whatever it is they're eating here, which is going to be wonderful. I'm going to send him off to the loo, and we love it. Everyone else seems to be okay, but she's still going to go ahead and make a little bit of food for the family, and at least we'll have some leftovers, so we love that for them. Really, Deanna? That's just uncouth. And once she gets this meal done, then we will go ahead and head over into our main household, and we will be checking in with them. Technically, right now it is 2 o'clock, so we are in February of 1396, almost to March.
Befallen Narble, Wabarani Zimze, Laribi, Dump.
Alright, go ahead and finish that meal.
Oh, Zagu, Barine, Gaba, Employ, Frebec,
Kirash Abswars, Wasabu.
Table,
Urazap, I floof Muchi Peach. Shepto, that's it. Hanadiola, Cheflet Sacrinaria, Buster Bood, Wafatum. Oh, Facia Harpo.
So as you can see, everyone in this family is really close. Deanna, as we know, took in all of these Arundel children when they were orphaned by their parents. So she is just taking care of them. And what a lovely job she's doing. We're just going to put this food here in the fridge, and let's go ahead and head over to our main household. Right, we have arrived in our main household. We definitely need to go ahead and try again, I guess, for another baby since it has become the next day. Right now, it looks like he is, where are you? Late for work. Okay, let's go ahead and bring him home. And then we're going to need to send him off to work because he's late for work. So I'm going to send him to work. And when he gets back home, we'll have them try for a baby. For now, we are just going to let everyone kind of take care of themselves. I'm going to check and make sure everyone's needs are okay. It looks like McKenna could stand for a bite to eat. So I'm going to have her grab a serving. Also going to have Ada come and grab a serving. And can come and grab a serving of this as well. And Olveva can come and grab a serving. Everyone is kind of feeling a little bit hungry, so we'll just get everyone to come and grab a bite to eat here. All right, and once McKenna is done eating, we'll actually get her maybe to make some more meals. I don't know. Maybe we have meals in the fridge. Let's check and see what's going on. We've got some leftovers in the fridge. What's going on with that? So let's look and see what's in the fridge. So we've got some fish head stew in the fridge, and we have Scotch eggs in the fridge, and we have roasted pheasant in the fridge. All right, so we do have some leftovers in the fridge that we can deal with. So maybe she doesn't need to cook anything for now, so that's perfectly fine. Maybe I'll just get her to clean up a little bit, and then we will have her come out and check on the garden. Yeah, it definitely needs it. So we'll have her come out and spray for bugs, and we will have her also come out and make sure nothing needs to be watered, and it doesn't look like that needs to happen. How is our wheat doing? Our wheat does need to be watered, so we'll get her to come and water that. I'm going to have Ada come out and check for honey in our tree. And I'll have Can come and gather honey out of this one. And then, oh, our coop is disgusting. All right, so we'll come and we can clean the coop and we can collect some eggs. Did Ada get some honey? Yes, he did. All right, Ada, come over here and let's go ahead and filter the honey. And did you get some honey? Yes, you did. Wonderful. Let's go ahead also and breed a frog. And maybe we can even sell some of these because honestly, like, it's a little bit ridiculous. I don't want to sell all of them. Let's just sell those. And let's sell all of them but one of those. All right, perfect. And let's sell that. And Ada is pressing the honey, and then when he's done, we'll get her to filter the honey as well. But right now she is cleaning up the coop here and gathering the eggs. All right, Can got 5 special eggs and 2 hatchable eggs. So let's go ahead and get her to incubate these in the coop. And let's go ahead and sell these special eggs. Incubate in coop. All right. And Ada, have you finished the honey? Let's go ahead and collect the honey in the jars. And you can come and do the laundry. So we're just going to get everyone to try and get some things done here. I don't think we have any blocks downstairs, do we? Can she learn how to play with blocks down here? No, I don't think so. I don't know how she's going to learn how to climb stairs. She can babble and babble and babble. All right, Can, you need to come and filter your honey. All right, and Xavier is home, which is fantastic. So while she's doing the laundry, I'm just going to have him come over and practice some archery. And the garden is all done. Oh, no, it's not. Why don't you come and spray for some bugs because she did not get that all done. Do the laundry in the wash tub, please. Why is she not doing the laundry? Used and dry. Okay, seriously? Let's just destroy that. That laundry clearly couldn't get done. We're going to... There's like tons of food out on the table, but I don't understand why it can't be cleaned up. I guess because it needs to be eaten. I'm going to have her go ahead and take care of feeding all of the animals here. They all need to be fed, so we'll have her go ahead and feed everybody. And then we'll have her shear them and milk them. And Can likes silly behavior. You can like silly behavior. That's perfectly fine. Alright, go ahead and go over there and spray for bugs. And you can collect this honey. How is Ulveva doing? Ulveva's okay. Alright, so once he is done spraying for bugs, we will go ahead and have him come in. Maybe he can eat some of this cheese and bread. And once he's done with that, we're going to have him come on in here and he's going to try for a baby with McKenna. Alright, you finished that, so let's get you to come in and do a painting. Alright, these two are going to go ahead and try for a little one.
That's a wrap. Nvedia. Ribble. Tusa.
Kabla.
Hey.
Aww, so sweet.
How will Vina's Athens? Janabi Stulain? Nibahana Trouble. Shirsha Gripaura. Vips Wabitabe. Tharb Thenic.
Ada is just playing with Ulveva here and telling her that she is his favorite, which is super sweet. Look at how attentive she is to him. She's like, I love you, big brother. Oh, he gave her candy. Seriously? That's not realistic. Alright, so McKenna was supposed to try for a baby with him, but she is right in the middle of taking care of these animals, so of course that didn't happen. Alright, Ada, why don't you go upstairs and get yourself a little bit of rest? And I'm going to send Can off to get a little bit of rest. Did she finish this? Yes, she did. And I'm going to send the little one off to get a little bit of rest as well. Actually, I don't know that I can send them off her off to get rest because I think that she is going to have to be carried upstairs. Yeah, she's going to go out and babble to the plants. We will send her up to get a little bit of rest after they try for a baby. We can maybe have Dad come and take her upstairs and put her to bed. Toddler care, put her to bed. Allard Meshram is giving us a ring saying he had a blast with someone. We love that you did that. Toddler bed is needed. Oh, right. I got rid of their toddler bed. Now Dad can put her to bed. Elviva to bed. There we go. Alright, so when he's done with McKenna there, he can go and put Elviva to bed, which will be great. Can is just getting a little bit of journaling in, and then we'll put her to bed. And hopefully McKenna will be with child. Not that I necessarily need her to be with child, because I do think Ada will be aging up kind of soon. When does Ada age up? Actually, he just aged up. He'll be aging up in 1402. So, I mean, I guess it's okay if they have another little one. And besides that, we could always use a little boy in the family. So hopefully they'll have a son. All right, so he is going to tuck her in. And we will also go ahead and put him to bed. We are going to put McKenna to bed. Everyone is going to get a little bit of shut-eye. It is time for everyone to go ahead and go to sleep for the night, which is fantastic. We love that. And they're going to go ahead and get a little bit of rest. And then in the morning, it will be April of 1396. And we will continue on with this portion of 1396. Right, so Xavier has woken. It's about 12:30 in the morning. He has gotten himself well rested. I am just going to get him to come on out. He's going to check on the garden. He is up bright and early, but he is up to check on the garden, and he's going to get a little bit of archery in. So he's going to make sure everything looks okay out here, and obviously he'll go and check on the coop, give it a little bit of a clean, and make sure everything looks okay, which obviously, you know, that's kind of his job in the morning, is to make sure the farm is running smoothly. And so he's going to come out and just clean the chicken coop and check on the plants. He will practice his archery and get things going here. He likes to make sure everything is good to go. I don't think there are any eggs. Oh, there are some eggs. So we'll get him to collect some eggs. He'll even go ahead and check and see if there's any honey that can be gathered. So we'll get him checking on those things. And then we'll get him out here and he can practice a little bit of archery before he has to go into work. Does he go into work today? Yes, he does. What else does he need to do? He needs to, just practice archery. So we'll have him do a little bit of that for work, which will be fantastic. Let's go ahead and check the calendar. We are a few days off from our needing to do the harvest, which will be on, instead of doing the harvest on Saturday, which is the last day, I'm probably going to do the harvest on Friday so that we can make sure that we get the harvest done. So we'll do the harvest on Friday, and that way we're one day before the end of the season, so we can ensure that we do get our harvestables up off of, our plants. So that'll be great. All right, so he's unable to grab that honey. But he did get a bit of honey, so we will let him go ahead and process that honey that he got, which is fantastic. So we love that. Both of the kids got some processed honey as well, so they have that in their inventory that we've put in the fridge. So that's fantastic. He is just going to do a little bit of archery here, and then we'll have him filter that honey. Everyone else is still fast asleep because it is really, really early, and he lets them kind of sleep in a little bit, which is fantastic. We definitely don't want to be waking everyone up. So he's just going to go ahead and practice this, and we'll make sure that he gets enough archery practiced so that he can meet his work goal for the day. It does look like McKenna is up. I am just going to have her go ahead and wash a little bit of laundry here in the wash tub. Why? Why can't you wash the laundry? Something was clearly wrong with the laundry bin. Let's reset it. And McKenna, honey, why don't you go ahead and let's check you out. You're good? Okay, that's perfect. Come over here and collect the jars of honey, and you come back over here and practice your archery. You have not met that goal. You're gonna need to practice for quite some time to meet that goal for work. So practice for quite some time, Xavier. McKenna did get that honey, so we will put that in the fridge. Wonderful. And just gonna have her go ahead and go on into the washroom there. And she doesn't really need to do any cooking, so I'm just gonna have her go ahead and do a little bit of cross stitching this morning. And since she couldn't do the laundry, that kind of throws things off. There's nothing that needs to be done in the garden right yet, so we're just gonna hold off on that. How are you doing with your archery? 75% done? All right, you're gonna need to practice one more time. He's like, I really do need to go to the loo. Okay, I'll let you go to the washroom after you finish your archery up to 100%, which you are just about there. You're at 75. You're doing great. All right, you've met that goal. That's fantastic. We love that for you, Xavier. You are a king among kings. All right, so Ada's doing good, Can's doing good, and Ulveva's doing good. Maybe when we get Ulveva up, we can go ahead and get her potty trained. McKenna's like, let's go ahead and try getting on the potty, shall we?
Oh.
Fella below.
And they're going to have a strict family dynamic. Okay, we love that. Let's give her a bath and then get her potty trained. Seriously, get her potty trained. Right, and I don't know if they are expecting or not, so I am going to go ahead and have them try again for a little one because it is the next day. Oh, Halima Shoemaker has gone into labor. All right, so let's go see Halima Shoemaker. Here in the Shoemaker home, Halima is very uncomfortable because she is in labor. So we are going to go ahead and let her have her baby. So she is going to go on in the house here and give birth. Let's go ahead and follow her in there, and we are going to see what her baby is. As we know, they do have a little girl, Forwin, and they are hopefully going to have themselves a little boy because we do need an heir in this family. So let's go ahead and give birth to this little one. It is a boy. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our baby names here. We are going to name this little boy. All right, this little boy's name is going to be Wolfstan Shoemaker. All right, Wolfstan Shoemaker was born, and we are going to have to roll for mom and baby. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice. We are, as we know, going to be rolling for mom. She can't roll a 1 or an 11. So let's go ahead and pull that up. And baby can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 20. So let's roll the dice. Mom is good and baby is good. So Wolfstan has survived and mom has survived. So let's go ahead and add Wolfstan to the timeline. So Wolfstan Shoemaker is going here, and here. And we will add Wolfstan to Halima. Where are you, Halima? There you are. All right, Wolfstan Shoemaker is the son of Byron and Halima. It's the 6th generation male. We are in April of 1396, and he is an alive baby, British Arabic, and a single birth. Wonderful. All right, and we are going to go ahead and continue on. Look how happy she is. She's like, oh my goodness, I am so thrilled that we had a little one. Go ahead and feed this little baby. Little Wolfstan has made it until tomorrow, which will be for part B, that Wolfstan will be aging up into an infant. Obviously, Byron is freaking out because she just gave birth to a little one, but I think he is also really pleased with the fact that he now has a little heir. And we know that the infants don't have to be rolled for, so we are good with Wolfstan until at least a toddler, so that's wonderful news. But we are going to go ahead and head back over into our main household. We are going to have our Xavier and McKenna try again for another baby, just because we have not had the notification that they are expecting up as of yet, and so we are going, since it is a new day, to try again and see if we can get them expecting. Okay, let's go ahead now that we're back in the main household, and we're just going to get Xavier to approach McKenna and see if we can get them to try again for a little one. So let's get them to try for a baby. Is she potty training? No, she's not. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I have no idea what she's doing, so that's perfectly fine. So they're gonna go ahead and try again for another little one, and we will just hope that they can get pregnant here, since you know that clearly hasn't happened to date. Alright, no one seems to be hungry as of yet, and she was unable to potty train Ulveva. So maybe after they try for a baby, he can potty train Ulveva. He's like, what do you think about us trying again? And she's like, oh, if that's something that you're wanting to do, then I'm okay with that. And he's like, are you? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. And he's like, let me just go and tend to Ulveva. And she's like, okay, I'll just go tend to the paintings. That was so not what I wanted, but okay, you guys do you. At least he is getting her potty trained, which I think is a good thing, but kind of not really in the order I was going for there. Maybe we can get her to approach him after this whole thing and get her to have them try for a baby. She seems to have better luck with this than he does. So we'll get her to approach him and be like, can we try for a baby? And Ulveva has reached potty level 2. We love that. Alright, they are going to go ahead and try for a little one here. Oh, this toilet needs cleaned here. So we'll clean that up, and then we'll let him go ahead and use the loo. She is feeling a little bit hungry, so once they're done, I'm going to go ahead and have her grab a serving of eggs. And let's go ahead and throw this trash away. Can is feeling pretty much like she is needing some fitness in her life, so maybe I can get her to go out and jog. Can you go jog? No, you can't. What can you do? Listen to Can singing. Oh my goodness. Can, I need you to go to the washroom. I know that you're having a blast singing right now, but it's really not good. Alright, Xavier is headed off to work now. I'm hoping he's going to be able to get a promotion because he was able to reach level 3 of archery, and he was able to practice up and do that goal for that. So I'm hoping he's going to be able to get promoted today at work. So that will be really nice if he's able to do that. McKenna is just dealing with some of the animals, and it looks like Ada is tending to Ulveva, who is in the washroom. I don't know why, but she is. And it looks like Ada and Ulveva are going to have a difficult family dynamic. Well, she's very angry, But I'm not an alien. How could they claim that Elveva is an alien? She's never even been to Sixum. Okay. We love that. And let's just check on the garden and see how it's doing. It seems to be in pretty decent shape. We have lots of things going on, but no bugs, and it doesn't need to be watered, but we do have lots of things ready to be harvested, so I am loving that. I am going to get her out here to harvest this prairie grass that's growing in the middle here, because I think that is ready to be harvested, and, you know, we want that to be done. Why don't you come out and gather some honey? And Can, I'm going to get you to come out and go fishing. We got some green beans from that, and it looks like our bills are due. So let's go ahead and get the mail so that we can pay our bills.
Tabi Funo.
Alright, so the trader is here. We are going to open up the fridge and get out the honey. And that way we can sell the honey to him. We should have lots of honey in here because we have been processing lots of honey lately. Yeah, we do. Here's our honey. And so we're going to sell the honey to him. Let's go ahead and trade, sell items. She's like, I've got some things to sell to you. I have some prairie grass. No, we're not going to sell that to him. But we do have 36 honey to sell to you, so we're going to sell all that to you. And we are going to get 2,880 simoleons for that. That is fantastic. Xavier enters the armory and catches a glimpse of a shadowy figure tampering with the arrows. What should he do? Chase the figure or find a superior? Find a superior. He gets back up and they start a search for the intruder who tampered with the equipment. On further inspection, lots of equipment in the armory was coated in a flammable substance. Thanks to Xavier, they were able to stop the arsonist before the worst happened. Awesome. Good job, Xavier. We love that for him. He has done it. I wonder, are you pregnant, McKenna? It's May of 1396, just in case you guys were wondering. We are well on our way here. How are the children doing? All right, you are hungry. So Ada, why don't you come and eat this cheese and bread? And Can is good. And you are also hungry, so why don't you come and eat this cheese and bread as well? And why don't you come and eat this cheese and bread, McKenna? Can seems to be doing pretty good. We're going to do a painting. All right, McKenna, why don't you do a platter? We're just picking up all of this salted meat so that we have servings of salted meat so that she can make platters of the meat, cheese, and bread.
Oh, Kimbaya.
Go empty that trash. That's disgusting. Alright, let's go ahead and make the cheese, meat, and bread. Go throw that trash away. Alright, Can has finished her painting, so we're going to have her sell that. And he's going to take the trash out, or not. Alright, well, great. Alright, so she's made that cheese, meat, and bread, and it's ready for the family. Let's get her to make some more bread so that we'll have lots of bread for the cheese, meat, and bread that she's making. We have lots of meat available for that, but we're going to run out of bread and cheese. So we'll have her make a little bit of bread. We'll have her make a little bit of cheese for that. All right, Ada, you need to go to the bathroom. Why are you sad, Olveva? I'm feeling hurt by someone nearby. Oh, because your brother is a pain. I know. I'm so sorry. Here, why don't you babble with Nana? And hug Nana. And pet Nana. And you'll feel better. Alright, so she's just going to finish up this bread, and then we will have her go ahead and make some cheese, I think. And how much time does Xavier have? He's about halfway done with work, which is fantastic. I can't believe Trader Jacques is still here. And Can is journaling. I am actually going to get McKenna to work on some calligraphy, and I'm going to get Ada to work on reading, I think. Can he work on reading? Reading. No. Everybody's just in the parents' bedroom chatting. She's in here working on her calligraphy, just, you know, minding her own sweet business. And we're just about to June of 1396. Things are going really well on the farm, which is fantastic. We are currently on Wednesday, and like I said, on Friday we will be doing our harvest, so that's fantastic. Maybe I can get her also to do a little bit of laundry. Hopefully the reset of the laundry basket has made it to where we'll be able to go ahead and get her doing a little bit of laundry. Let's see if she's able to do that. Oh yes, perfect. So we'll get her doing a little bit of laundry here, and then she can put that on the clothesline. That'll be fantastic that she gets that done. So let's hang those on the line, and then she can replace that water, and we will put some flowers in the water so that's all nice and fresh. Maybe I'll get Ada to come out and check on the chicken coop. Let's go ahead and clean the coop, and you can collect some eggs. And why don't you come out and check on some honey? All right, how'd he do? Got some fertilizer. He is just checking for eggs now. She was able to get some honey, so I'm just going to have her come on over here and filter the honey that she got. And he got 5 eggs and 1 hatchable egg. So go ahead and incubate that in the coop. And we will have McKenna finish the painting that she's working on. Oh, she got this finished as well, so I'll have her sell her cross stitch when she's done. Go ahead and finish with that. Did you finish painting already? Wow, that was fast. Alright, it looks like this guy wants you to socialize. So let's do a little bit of socializing here.
Nasty Beeflina. Sparsa. Cebu. Aww.
Why is there only 1 egg incubated in the coop? Did the other ones go off? I guess they did. Collect the jars of honey. All right, and she is going ahead and milking the goat. We have officially entered into June of 1396. It is the last portion of part A here. We are doing very well. Xavier is just finishing up on his shift. He has just arrived home, which is fantastic. He's feeling super happy. Why is he so happy? Oh, from his new baby. Okay, great. That actually just ended, so we love that. He is going to be even happier if we could tell him that we're pregnant again, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. So I don't know. I don't know if McKenna is expecting or not. Oh, but Dulce Petechia has gone into labor, so let's go ahead and head over and see Dulce. Here in the Petechia home, we have Dulce, who is ready to have a baby. She is over it. So let's go ahead and let her go in here and give birth to her little one. As we know, they have been desperately waiting to have another child. So we are going to go ahead and let them have their little one. And we're going to find out what it is that they're having. They have their little son here, Dennis, who is actually a child. They waited a very long time to have another one. And so we are going to go ahead and let them have this one. They have had another little boy. So we are going to name this little boy Keenan. All right, so Keenan was born. We are going to roll for Keenan and Dulce, and we're going to see if they are able to make it. So let's go ahead and open up our dice, and we are going to roll for Keenan and Mom. As we know, Mom can't roll a 1 or an 11, and the baby can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 20. So let's go ahead and roll our dice. Mom is good, baby is not. All right, Keenan, I'm so sorry. So we will put on here that Keenan has passed away. Keenan Petechia has died. And then on the timeline, Dulce. Keenan Petechia, son of Benjamin and Dulce. They are, it's the 6th generation male. We are in June of 1396. This baby is deceased in June of 1396. This baby was British Irish. And this baby is stillborn. All right, and we are going to go ahead and have to take this baby away from Mom, which is super sad, especially considering they have been trying for so, well, they haven't been trying for so long, but it took them so many tries to get pregnant. I think it was 3 tries that it took them to get pregnant, and now they've lost this baby. So they will have to try again. We will have to get them to try again for another little one. She is going to be super, super sad over the loss of Keenan here. And I will put on the timeline that we will try again for her to have another try for a baby. So that we can try to get her pregnant again. And hopefully we'll be able to get her pregnant soon. Maybe in part B here, we'll be able to get her to try again for a little one. But yeah, that is very unfortunate that they have just lost their little one. This whole family is going to be really saddened by this news that they have lost their little one. He's freaking out like, it's over. She lost the baby. And he's like, oh my gosh, no. And she's like, yeah, the baby didn't make it. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, love. So we are going to head back over to our main household to finish out the last couple of hours of the day here. And we will see how the rest of the day goes with our main household. And hopefully we'll find out if McKenna is expecting. Okay, we are back in the main household. It would seem that Xavier is out here tending to the animals with his son. And McKenna is back in here painting. Oh, it looks like there's a bubble over her head. Maybe she is expecting. It hasn't told us yet, but I think she actually is expecting, which is going to be fantastic news. We absolutely love that. I don't remember what I was about to do before I left the house here, but I am going to get her to finish this painting. I can tell you that for free. We are just going to have to check on everybody's needs and see how everybody's doing. And then everyone seems to actually be doing pretty good, which is great. But yeah, it is the last part of the year here. We are well on our way. We've had a pretty good turnout. We have had several birthdays in this part, and we only lost little Keenan. So, I mean, overall, it's been pretty good. Can't really complain. We have tried to get McKenna pregnant, and I think that she is pregnant, so that's really good. Maybe if we go over here to the washroom, we can see, does she have a throw-up option? She does. So I do think she is pregnant. I do think that we are going to be expecting another little one in this house, so that is fantastic news. We are going to be getting ourselves ready for our harvest for part B. So we should be doing a harvest in part B as well as our weddings, so that will be exciting. I can't wait to see that take place. That will be exciting to see them go ahead and be able to get this harvest up, because look how great everything in the garden looks. Like, it looks so wonderful. I'm super thrilled about it. Even our wheat is doing really, really well. Quality is normal, but I mean, it's looking really good, and I'm super happy about it. So I'm just thrilled about the way the turnout is for this whole thing. I am going to have her go ahead and sell this painting. Xavier's just running around cleaning. He, I don't think, got a promotion at work. No, it doesn't look like he did, because his skill was, like, his performance wasn't up high enough that he got the check mark. So we're going to have to get him working on that to get his performance up high enough to where he can get that promotion. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll get him to go ahead and come over, and maybe he can practice some archery so he can meet that skill for work again, and hopefully he'll be able to get a promotion at his next shift. That will be the goal for him. But yeah, he is well on his way for trying at the very least. He is a painter extraordinaire. I don't really know why he is a painter extraordinaire, because honestly, but he's a painter extraordinaire. So maybe we can start getting him doing some paintings, because he has put that he wants to be a painter extraordinaire as his aspiration. So maybe I can get him doing some paintings as well, so that he can start meeting his aspiration as well. So we'll maybe get Xavier doing some paintings so that he can start meeting that goal as well as his work stuff. But for her aspiration, she is an extreme sports enthusiast. Since when? I'm gonna change that. I don't think she is an extreme sports enthusiast. Let's change that. She used to have a family one, so I'm gonna change this back to a family one. I think she had a successful lineage before, so I'm going to change that back to successful lineage. She needs to become an adult, which, you know, she does, because right now she's only a teen, so she's well on her way, but we have to wait for her to become a teenager, or an adult, and right now she's only a teen. So we just have to wait for her to age up to be able to move forward with that kind of stuff. I mean, she's got children, but she's only a teen. So McKenna is, you know, working on trying to have that successful lineage, but you know, she's trying her best. She's at the very least, you know, she's sad because she feels like she should be more lenient with the kids. Oh, that's so horrible. I hate that for her. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and start getting people ready for bed here. It is starting to get pretty late. I think that they are starting to want to turn in. I am going to have her go ahead and go to the washroom and get herself a bite to eat. I think that she would be wanting to grab a bite to eat because she is going to be hungry. I'm going to get Ada to eat some of this cheese and bread and then head himself off to bed. I'm going to get Can to grab a serving and then head herself off to bed. And I'm going to get Oliveva to grab a serving and then she can head herself off to bed. Well, I guess Dad will have to put her to bed. So we'll get Dad to put her to bed, and then Dad can grab a serving and go to bed. Let's throw this away, and we'll throw this away, and let's throw this away. All right, Can, you ate, so go to the bathroom and then go to bed. All right, McKenna, you can go on and go to bed. So he's just waiting on Oveva to finish eating her food, and then he's going to go and put her on into bed. Aren't you going to go put her to bed? I told you to go put her to bed, so I want you to do just that. Go and put her to bed. And then I want you to grab yourself a serving of food. I want you to actually go to bed, McKenna. And I want you to go to bed, please. There we go. Everyone's doing what they're told. We love that. And Xavier is going to eat something, and then he'll head himself off to bed. And I am going to be leaving this episode here. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge, where we will be in 1396 in Part B, where we will definitely be finding out if McKenna is expecting, I'm sure, once we come into the family to do their harvest. But we are also going to be having our 2 weddings with Esma and Finn, and Bryce and Francesca. So I will see you guys then. Don't forget to stay tuned for the photos here at the end of everyone that aged up in this part and what they're looking like now that they have gone through their age ups and gotten their makeovers. And I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.